What's up, Virgo? I'm Chris. Welcome to your March Taroscope. So, Virgo, big month in March ahead, right? I think that there's a lot of responsibility that you guys are going to be dealing with in the month of March. And, you know, the Gemini in me wants to say, yo, Virgo, just chill. It's going to be okay. But that's not speaking your language, right? Virgo, I think that there's going to be a couple of things that are important for you while you manifest this month. Because that's what it feels like, manifestation. When I'm thinking about your sign, I see you guys as like a king or a queen, like looking over your kingdom, looking at what you accomplished. And I think that's what March is going to bring about, this sense of accomplishment, this sense of like this great work you're doing in the world. But also when I'm thinking about you guys, when I'm meditating on y'all, there's this overwhelming anxiety. And it's like, Virgo, there has to be a way that even if you are being driven by this, even if you are, motivated and passionate and working towards something to quell this anxiety, if that anxiety motivates you, there has to be a way that you find some inner peace. There has to be a way of finding grounding, of finding centeredness, right? So for you guys, what I think, first of all, I think there's just going to be so much love in your life this month. And I think, Virgo, what you need to allow for is not just, I don't think you need to ask for help. I think that you guys got it all right. I think you can handle yourself. But what I think you do need is support. You need, some time with Boo Thing to feel better about, all the work you've been doing. You need to sort of plan in advance, I think, Virgo, some time to chill. One day, it's like a cheat day, right? Center of the reading, we have the Ace of Wands. What did I say? You guys are on fire this month. Manifesting, creating opportunities for yourself, doing big things, thinking about the future. Your mind this month, Virgo, is on overdrive. Passionate. Grounded. Right? I mean, yeah, grounded. I was gonna say, like, what? Grounded? No, grounded. Right? This is the energy of someone who knows what they're doing. This is the energy of who knows what they're about. So you guys know what you're doing, right? You're doing the right thing. No matter what other people say. Hey, come out and hang. It's cool. You're fine. You work so much. No, you guys know when you need to work and when you need to chill. Ace of Wands is a lot of confidence. It's a lot of steam in your engine. So that's what I like, this drive that I feel for you guys this month. You're just going to be working and hustling. But again, there's passion, there's love, there's sexuality, there's heat, there's excitement. So be receptive to the way that things in your life support you, right? Don't focus so much on what's distracting you, right? You need moments. There's production and production capability. You need to take care of course, what a Virgo card just came out. You need to take care of the production capability, right? The cheat days. This is why people cheat when they are doing diets while they're working out. 8 of Pentacles in your ideals. So you see, Virgo, ain't nobody telling you to chill out. Ain't nobody telling you to stop your hustle. You are all about your work right now. You're all about creating. You're all about creating abundance for yourself. And I really think what this is, Virgo, is very future oriented, right? You know that what you're doing is building up towards what is going to be transpiring in your life for the rest of the year, for the rest of your life in general, right? Having a career that allows you to provide. Being in a space that allows you to be comfortable and to have fun and enjoy yourself and then be able to relax, right? You know that these sacrifices that you're making this month aren't necessarily things that you want to be doing. You want to be able to have fun. You want to be able to chill. But the work is important. It's like obsessive with this Ace of Wands, right? Like you can't stop like focusing on your work, which is what you need, right? So Virgo, 2 of Cups and coming up in the past here. Some of y'all might be in love. What did I say a little bit ago? So in love. There's feelings. I don't know if I said it, but I wrote it here. Virgo, so in love, exclamation point. Companionship. Some of you guys might have found someone who, like, this is like soulmate energy with the Two of Cups. This is partnership. This is like that real relationship. For some of you, this might have just been coming home to yourself, right? But for those of you who have found recent relationships, this could be part of the thing that's driving you. This love, this passion. What excites you more than the idea of being a nurturer, of caring for somebody? What else makes you get your shit together more, Virgo, to be more driven than having somebody to give that to, right? To give that love, to give that support, to give that affection and attention, right? To give that energy. And now the Ace of Pentacles. So any of you Virgos who recently started dating, you know, this is real shit here. Forgive my swearing. I'm going to try to do that less. But this is real. The Ace of Pentacles, when it's come up for me before, this can very much so be a card of relationships. And it's like those it's that love, that lifetime love, that partnership more than just like a boyfriend, right? Companionship. And what's happening now is that there's a growth that we're moving towards. There's a growth to sort of, what I'm seeing is you guys like cultivating a garden. And the garden is where you're going to like feed your family from. Your garden is where you're going to like make stuff happen for the people you care about. So for those of you Virgos who are looking for love, I think what this is just like also an awareness. An awareness for yourself of where you have to be able to pull this into your life. Awareness of where you have to get yourself so that you feel good and comfortable and less anxious and wild and all over the place about pursuing romance. This is an earth sign thing that comes up a lot. If the material world, if the career is not in a great place, then it's hard for you guys to really give this a lot of attention. The reason I laugh, 10 of Pentacles now. Earth energy on top of earth energy on top of earth energy. Virgo is hustling. But again, Virgo, in all, like, look at all, there's so much energy, there's so much work. And this is why I started off by saying you need to find ways to give yourself time, right? To relax, to chill. With the 10 of Pentacles now, though, there's a sense of comfort. There's a sense of accomplishment. There's a sense of, I feel also with this card, like you're looking at what's around you. You're looking at what you've accumulated and what you've done. And it's like, for most people, this would be a time to sit back and chill and look around and like have a drink and take a load off. But for you, it's almost like you're more aware than ever of what the next chapter of your life is. And like what you want to accomplish now. This is leveling up energy. This is upgrading energy. You see, with the Ace and the 10, it's like a closing, the beginning and the end. A chapter is ending. And with this inspired energy in the middle, Virgo's looking for what's next, bigger and better. So don't let anybody interrupt your hustle, Virgo, but at the same time, don't let the hustle overwhelm you. Don't let your drive like burn you out. Because with the Ace of Wands, right, where it's pure fire. And in that fire, there's potential for almost too much of it. And look what falls right next to each other here, guys. So much beginnings here. So much newness. It's like, Virgo, you might be feeling right now like you're on the start of like your life in a new way that you've never like experienced before. 10 of Wands, Swords at the bottom fell out. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So the turning point here is finding balance. The turning point here is actually turning away in March. What we're doing is, I think that there's a need to upset the system, right? There's a need to not seek stability, but actually push for something greater, for something bigger. Look, we have this little row here, right? middle of your work, in the meaning, you have passion, and then like this sort of lack of balance, this lack of stability, which is good, I think, which I think is encouraging you guys, which I think is moving things forward for you. Sorry about that, I had a little interruption, but so where were we at? We were Two of Pentacles being a turning point, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Taking on a lot of responsibility, like I said in the beginning, because this is internalized energy. This is things that you're working on in a way that some people can't see. So as much as there's outward drive and outward like motivation to work and hustle, I think inside you're also taking it on. You're taking on a lot right now because of what you want. No more complacency. I don't think you guys are capable of complacency, but it's like right now, sometimes I think with you, with this reading, it's like the spinning of the wheels could turn into like inaction. And now I think you're just ready to like go full speed ahead. To upset your world, to upset your reality, to change habits, to change behaviors, right? And then look guys, so first of all, so we have another 10, right? Look at all these synchronicities in your reading. Aces falling next to each other, 10s falling next to each other, and I'll show you the reading, I'll show you the cards in a moment. But remember what I said about complacency, and what did I say in the middle? Shaking things up, stirring things up, moving things forward, right? So we moved from this really comfy place of the 10 of Pentacles to this not as comfy place of the 10 of Wands. Taking that momentum, that drive, that passion and fire, and saying, I'm going to hustle. And with the 10 of Wands, again, it's that energy of doing it all yourself, which sometimes I think can be bad, right? But I'm not going to ask Virgo to ask for help. What I am going to ask for Virgo to do, though, is to find ways that you can feel supported. Find ways that, like, outside of your work, like, your boo can't do your work for you, but maybe boo can take you out on a nice dinner. Or, like, for massages, or just, like, some nice cuddle time. Go to a movie, something like that, right? So be careful, Virgo, with burning yourself out in March. Be careful also with internalizing a lot of things, right? Be careful with putting so much weight on yourself that it becomes like this darkness in you. That becomes this like burden, this heaviness, like on the inside. Where now the work that you want to do on the outside sort of becomes a reflection of how you feel. Reflection of how you feel, and becomes a reflection of how you feel about yourself. It becomes worth. So the way 10 of Wands goes really wrong is when it stops becoming about work and movement and progress, and when it starts becoming a reflection of you. And your work itself being a way that you define yourself. More 10s, Virgo. So lots of endings here. And not just like ending relationships or things, like ending a way of being, ending like a chapter of your life. You might have been going through a lot of shit in the past few years, Virgo, and now it's time to like upgrade to a level of happiness and success and pleasure that might be new for what you've been experiencing lately. But in the meantime, like the point is that it's going to be hard. March is going to be a little tough. Right? And sorry for any Virgos out there who've been going through a lot of tough shit. It's a little tough. But do you see what happens with the 10 of Swords? The suffering ends. The 10 of Swords is painful, but it's also an end to suffering. So it's not so bad here, because I think the thing I was saying about taking too much on yourself, internalizing it, the 10 of Swords says that part of you is coming to an end. The part of you that like beats yourself up too hard. The part of you that, you know, takes an external failure or external obstacle and makes it about putting yourself down. In March, we start to see that go away. In March, you start to say, there's some things where I can't win. There's some things that need to be let go. There's some ways of thinking that need to be let go of. Because remember, the swords are air, and that's intellect, that's the mind. But also what I see with that is this tendency to put so much into your mind, to overwhelm your own mind. And Virgo, I think like there's this trick I've learned, like you have to control your thoughts. right? And that's not just for this month, and that's just not for Virgos, it's in general. You have to be able to control your thoughts. And so what you need to do this month, Virgo, is when you find yourself slipping into that place of self-hatred, of internalizing external things, you need to train yourself to not go there. You need to train yourself to say, I'm not, the ending that I'm seeing here is an ending to self-abuse, to being in an adversarial relationship with yourself. And that's what comes to an end in March, Virgo, and it comes there because of so much earth. It comes there because you're just seeing the bigger picture and you're wanting more. And now here we're wrapping up the reading with the Four of Pentacles. To most people, I would say, you know, this energy needs to be shaken up and loosened up, and you need to go out there and you need to stop holding on and see what else is out there. But for Virgo, I'm so happy to see this at the end of the reading. Because now what's happening is that it's almost like calmness. It's security. Remember I said about the inner thing, like dying? The inner torture? And then rounding out the month, going into March, going to April rather, feeling secure, feeling stable, feeling like your work paid off, right? And so I think with going later in through April, this sort of security is what's going to allow you to let loose again and to have a little more fun. But you needed to get here, right? You needed to get to this point that you can have that calm. You can have that peace within yourself. Underneath this all, Virgo, is the moon. So this to me is that subconscious turmoil. This to me is that feeling of uneasiness, that feeling of needing to do more, needing to push more, needing to work harder. The moon is deep within us, but it's also like kind of a dark place. So there might have been a little darkness in your mind, Virgo, a little darkness in your heart. And this month sees us moving out of it. And I'll show you the cards now because it's very interesting to look at. There are no major arcanas here. What we have is pentacles, 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 pentacles. Tens, tens, tens across the board, Virgo. So look, do you see here? There's this ambition to get work done, to change the system, to upset things. To take maybe some blessings that have come into your life, these feelings of love that you might be experiencing, and use it to hustle and to bring security into your life, to bring financial stability, to bring career stability, because that's what this is all for. This isn't for nothing. This gets us to the point here where now you have stability. And now that stability puts your mind and your heart at ease. You know what I'm saying, Virgo? So let's pull an outcome card to see where we end the month here. But there's this duality that I keep seeing, especially because we have these twos here, right? This duality of love and business, love and pleasure, work and pleasure. But it's okay. It doesn't, I'm not going to lecture you guys about, you know, being more emotional, being more like in tune. Like the only thing you have to worry about is not beating yourself up. More synchronicities, Virgo. So now our outcome card is the Four of Cups. And you know what the Four of Cups says? That you can rest, you can relax, you can recuperate, you can take a step back. At the end of March, guys, you're going to be feeling calm. You're going to feel optimistic. You're going to feel pleasure again. You're going to feel success. You're going to be able to take a load off. Four of Cups is like a card of meditation. It's a card of reflection and contemplation. It's also a card of a lot of emotional abundance. Fours are a lot of stability, right? So in your heart and in your external world, guys, there's stability. As I was saying, right, about the balance between work and play, earth and water. We end the reading on the same note, the same balance. Lots of balances, guys, right? Lots of coming back to the middle, finding your center. And then into April, nothing but good things, right? Nothing but happiness, positivity, fun. All right, Virgo, so really lots to look forward to. This month I'm not offering private readings, but you can still go ahead and donate with PayPal below. and Instagram and all that good stuff. Virgo, I just want to leave you on the note that, like, I respect what you're doing, and I respect your hustle, and I see what you see, right? I think it's easy to see why you're doing what you're doing. It's easy to see why you're sacrificing certain things, because like there's so much to pay off here. And I think in doing so, you bring this beautiful balance of love and work and harmony within. And emotional and material prosperity. So guys, like, keep doing what you're doing. You know what you're doing, and you're doing the right thing, right? All right, guys, I love you so much. You have the best month ever, and I will speak to you in April. All right, take care.